cybercrime. And that one they give countries them where they don't assent to them the liberty for let them cooperate. For if somebody commit crime in another country, help the other partner, let him prosecute that person. They Ghana don't assent to them, Senegal don't assent to them. And because of that one, we don't see say now Ghanaians where reside outside or any other citizen way outside of jurisdiction of Ghana, if they commit cyber offense, Ghana they rely on the Budapest Convention and use Interpol and track them people and ask for them either extradite there, they inside this law, extradition treaty they inside this law for say somebody.
For somebody they listen to extradition now.
Where you go the outside of the country, you commit a crime, they want to bring you back for them and prosecute you. This law actually make provision for made the Attorney General if we are sent to the Budapest Convention, because the Budapest Convention say as long as this person don't agree, now this law we make sure say it meet international benchmark. It meets all human rights benchmark, it meets all international benchmark, so that if we are sent to the Budapest Convention, we now get right for apply to the United States Federal FBI or any other law enforcement agency and say, look, we don't identify, say, this crime will happen in our country based on the electronic evidence we don't collect. The IP they point to people that don't see in our country and do one. If they ever identify them, we get two options. We can actually rely on them, let them prosecute them for we, or we can actually bring them, we go prosecute them.
So in terms of the voice notes and write-ups and what you talked about earlier, waiting the law, the proposed law they talk say, go get for happen. For example, people in a group same way, then they communicate say how now they clamp down on people them or no say this kind of thing they happen here.
No, first of all, the law not they clamp down on groups for let people in a WhatsApp group and communicate. The only way the law they say, if you knowingly send a message where you may know say this message you are they send, it get a tendency for.
So now that's how they ask. How now they know say this person don't send this message if we not get spied in the groups? Because the groups, some people get private group, they get private conversations.
For instance, I mean the crime it can be against individual or it can be against the state. If not to me they send hate message, somebody they threatening me peace of mind, somebody they threatening me integrity, I get all right for report to the police. And when I report to the police, I produce the evidence. The police get the skill now for investigate that evidence. They have not sufficient evidence for let them charge the person. If not against the state, when they see where people in the center of the area and on social media will go wait itself. So the police can say, well, this message you don't see, it get a tendency for threatening state security. So look into a lot of investigators.
So then kind of message and then the person will create some then they yes or not the one way they forward them?
Well, the law get what they call aiding and abetting. This law, you get what they call aiding and abetting. You know, say, this, for instance, this is not child pornography. Then you continue for the forwarder, you circulate and aiding and abetting that one. The crime the law very clear about that one. The law also make a criminal offense for let you know about a cyber offense and you know reporter. I can explain this quickly what it means. For instance, we get sensitive computer. We will know say if something happen to us, 98 don't go book online. You now a staff, you don't actually see say somebody don't try for illegally compromise that system. You know reporter, you don't commit an offense because that one great action it get rippling effect on other things that will happen. So now make it also get what they call failing to report a cyber offense, not a crime. So you get aiding and abetting and failing to report a crime.
Okay. This law, this bill they did in Parliament tomorrow. Una dey land tomorrow, right?
Now the legislative.
Now the legislative. Yeah. We don't see bills them don't they go Parliament come out back or don't they for long term they're not passing to law. How optimistic Minister of Information they say this now one of the bill them will they pass quickly in Parliament?
I think the minister are very optimistic because we see this as one of the yardstick of actually being robust on the promise of creating a digital society. So he know the importance of this, and I believe say the parliamentarians, where are the people's representatives, they know the importance of cybersecurity. They know say cybersecurity they are the high. We don't see where people they use SIM card for extort parliamentarians in this country. So they know the importance of the bill, and I believe say when we go at that stage, we already don't get one or several interactions with them. Even at the stakeholders meeting, they were highly represented. APC was represented, SFPP was represented, other parties were represented at the highest level. So it means they know the importance of this bill. It go definitely see the day passing into law.
So whose kind like statements he go give to members of parliament and Sierra Leoneans them way they listen to for convince them say this bill, if it pass into law, like a good one?
Well, the simple message I go give there is that nobody not in the world now will not depend on digital technology, whether not by mobile phone for talk, even with people in our village now they use WhatsApp now. It will interesting you for not saying they use WhatsApp. So me people that they listen out there, the parliamentarians there, I want me to know say this law it can protect the liberty in the cyberspace. Because the cyberspace, what did happen at the physical world, it happen at the cyber world, the cyberspace. So therefore, this law it can protect the liberty and right of people there for use digital technology in a free and protected manner, so that me and you, when we use a system there, we know say the system that they protected and we privacy them protected in using them.
All right, many thanks for joining at the program this morning. Mohamed Jallo, Acting Director of Communication at the Ministry of Information and Communication. Now, this edition of the program, Good Morning Salongo Lefuna. Plenty thank you to the production team. Michael Sambola and Alex Lawrence Kumar produced the program. DJ Lava give technical support. Moses Kavura make on us live na Facebook. So till we meet again, Mabel Kabade say get yourself a blessed week. Goodbye.
And Musa S. Kamara they say bye-bye.
Democracy 98.1 FM, where that's Nami News and Current Affairs program. Good morning, Salon. We come to you every